I'm broke the boss, I flip the script. Super Trucker Podcast got me fully equipped. Left the noise behind, now I'm stacking green. Voyager Nation make me live the dream.
Let's say in a $2 a mile market, somebody has offered you a $3 a mile load. It's very hard to say no, because it's a lot more.
No, $3. But with the dumb weight.
Yeah, and if you're not paying attention, then again, like pushing for more is always the key. But if it's, I'm not saying don't take a good paying load. What I'm saying is don't be fucking stupid. So if it's way too much of a good stuff, just be realistic. It could be a hint that something is a little bit off. Broker Tactics 2025: Lies, Games, and How to Win Anyway.
Yeah, so here we go. So number one, how brokers manipulate the load boards. It's probably easier. It's probably a lot easier than people think.
Yeah, it is. Actually, it's all about posting loads, posting trucks, all that, and the load to truck ratio and everything else. So that is obviously important, but that's a two-way street. So if your dispatcher knows what he's doing, your dispatcher can also somewhat manipulate the game.
Right.
But again, you are a little bit more limited because it's your dispatcher in the sea of other dispatchers who don't know what they're doing. And obviously we just show up and it's all there to see. But at the same time, I see other challenges because some dispatchers, let's say, we don't post the trucks when we should.
Yeah, I think that's
And I see dispatchers who post the trucks when we shouldn't.
So explain for the guys who don't know. So when should you not post that truck?
Well, you should not post your truck. Well, right now is not that time. But depends on the area, on the situation. So, for example, if you're coming to a really, really good area, you should not post the truck. You should just search for loads and call the broker.
Okay.
Because that's going to be, one of the... First of all, you're eliminating all your buddies. Because you have to be friendly with everybody, but at the end of the day, business is business. You cannot run your truck for cheap just because you have a good relationship with
any broker
at any company, right? So I think it's important because, again, how do we find each other? So we as a carrier, we're looking for our priority brokers. Our brokers are looking for us. So, for example, if the broker has a load, let's say in Memphis, Tennessee, right?
Right.
And let's say it's not a market for carriers' favor. What we're gonna do, instead of posting that load and having their phone blow up, what we're gonna do, we're gonna search carriers in Memphis, Tennessee, filter them out by their priority list, and call the people that have trucks posted there.
And sell it more of convenience than anything else.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
But sometimes it's the other way around. So, for example, if let's say Memphis, Tennessee is a trucker's market now, right? Now, your dispatcher, instead of posting your truck there, can go and search loads and call the brokers of their choice and use that tactic to get the top dollar for the best load.
Right. Yeah.
Because now let's say the broker is sweating his balls to cover that load, and he can't. It's just difficult. And now out of the blue, you call him. So man, you have this load.
What do you need?
Yeah. And that's exactly how it goes. And you kind of show him that carrot and let him bite. Also, posting trucks and loads changes the truck to load ratio. Like, for example, I already told that story many times, but that's the best example because, if you're going to use example as a Dallas, Texas, Chicago, Illinois, or even Memphis, Tennessee, it's much harder to see that result because there are a lot of trucks, a lot of loads. But let's just say Bismarck, North Dakota. How many loads do you think right now is in Bismarck, North Dakota? Very few.
Yeah.
Very few. So let's say I've seen situations to where the North Dakota is lit up. It's crazy truck to load ratio. And you would think, if you wouldn't look deeper, that, man, as long as I'm gonna have my truck in North Dakota, I'm good. That's a jackpot.
It's the same load posted.
But in reality, it's the same load being posted, deleted, and reposted every 15 minutes for the last 2 weeks.
Ah, man. So it's not just that. Like I think these guys are so calculated, and remember, they're just as good at the game as you are, right? So
We are actually better.
Oh, here we go. So
Because the technology is more in tune with their needs than the truckers.
I would say that's a fair statement. And in that, let's say he does call you for the truck, or you happen to negotiate that better rate. These guys could take that money right back to you by the appointment time tricks that these guys are doing. I mean, so if you guys, when you're reading those rate cons, pay attention, because sometimes it'll say, man, 30, 20, 40% of the line haul if you're late. Or just consider it on time, because I've also seen it where you're early and your guy thinks he's doing a great job, and that is measured just as bad as being an hour early is measured as just as bad as it being an hour late.
Yeah, I've seen those. Those are a lot more, not as common, but yeah, I've seen that.
But what I'm saying, everything that you're negotiating on the upfront,
Yes.
they're almost like taking it right back, just waiting for you to fail because they know you will.
Yes, and when the market is in your favor, you're gonna see a little bit less of that. But the market is not in your favor, and especially lately.
Wait, whose favor? The broker or the owner?
If the market is not in truck's
gotcha.
favor, then you're gonna see a lot more of that predatory behavior.
Right.
And the challenge is that, again, I have my own personal opinion about it. I think back in the day, it was not as common. You would see sometimes, from time to time, a broker that has this like whole menu of things that we're going to charge you for if you fail. But that was a very, very rare situation. Right now, I see that a lot.
Yeah.
And I think, how did we arrive here? I think, again, like I'm gonna blame Amazon for it, or because at some point we just became a factory of new authorities with power-only loads, and we cooked up a lot of trucking companies. And then once that part ended, a lot of people kind of jumped into the spot market.
Yeah, because they had the insurance and whatnot and all
Yes,
that.
so now that sort of screwed up the spot market, and what it also did, it made a huge influx of very inexperienced in that game people entering the game of trucking.
Right, but the brokers still need them, and better for them, the more the merrier, because the rates go down. But they just need like
Yes,
a couple of bumpers, or
Yes, but the problem is, like, for example, old school dispatcher, we would never agree to some load that has this whole menu attached to it, because we know what's up.
Yeah.
Now that we have a lot of people that are like, we haven't even learned to dispatch, we just kind of jumped in and like just trying to make it somehow, right? So a lot of things got sold to us, not us as a Voyager, but us as a
carrier,
trucking community.
Yeah.
That's a standard. That's a standard procedure. It's okay. No, it's not okay. No, it's not a standard procedure. Why are you saying it's okay? But because a lot of inexperienced people entered the arena, it got sold to them as standard procedure. We accepted it. And now imagine, like, let's say the broker gets away with that with 5 out of 10 carriers, because it became a new standard.
Right.
So now some dinosaur like Voyager comes in and says, no, it's not okay. Well, guess what, buddy?
We're not changing it.
We're not changing it, yeah. So a little by little, we lost ground. It's the same thing like, like our dispatchers, sometimes we do a billing data entry into the broker's system for free. How did we arrive here?
Yeah.
Because a lot of people accepted that as it's okay. And now it's lost forever. Not forever, but we need a very, very strong market turn to gain our position back. And we're probably never going to fully get it back.
But it would be the money is what's giving us the power to gain that back, not because we have the skill set.
the supply and demand, the free market.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, free market. That's it. Not because we stuck together, but just because.
Yeah, we as a trucking community, guys, like I know a lot of you like dreaming about, one day we should be all united and, this and that should be happening. None of that is going to happen. I've been in trucking since 2000. That was the talk of the industry since back then.
Oh, yeah. It's just.
And it never turned into anything more than some freaking truck parade.
Owner-operator partnership is very real. I got tons of guys who are making $4,000 take-home. Learn how you can do that by giving me a call at 863-342-5171. We are conveniently located in Lakeland, Florida. We are a Florida-based trucking company that is here to provide you resources to be successful. So once again, it's 863-342-5171.
So we're never gonna be united. It's a very competitive industry. So we always gonna be chewing on each other's necks, and that's the reality, unfortunately. But free market can solve a few problems, and when that happens and the market turns, just start paying attention how much legwork you do for the brokers or customers.
Yeah, and while staying on that, it's also understanding how to behave and what to ask. So what should you be asking before you accept any load?
Well, standard procedure. What's a pickup, what's a delivery, what's a product. You should never ask broker about the mileage. If you are asking about the mileage, or your dispatcher is asking about the mileage, you're already living in a la la land. You're never gonna get like a real mileage, and then all kinds of discrepancies are gonna be there, and you're not gonna have a good experience. So all you gotta do is just learn how to run your own miles as you talking to the broker. Do your own math, and then you're gonna avoid a lot of these problems. Also, don't go by the city names. Always ask for a zip code.
Okay.
Because that's never gonna be wrong. City names easy to misspell. There are some like the same name cities in the same state. Go figure how. I have no idea. But like the zip code is different, and the distance between the two, like I forgot what was the name of that city in little town in Tennessee. There is two of those motherfuckers. One is on one end, all the way by Virginia border.
Oh man! Yeah.
And another one is all the way by the Arkansas border.
So yeah.
And that's like 400 something miles.
You didn't go to the wrong place, did you?
I was sitting next to the dispatcher that booked that motherfucking load. And then the good thing is the driver, very experienced driver, known him for years. He's like, man, there is something wrong here. Like it shows something totally off. So basically, we called the broker. We took the load off, or we said like, look, we need even more money because it changes everything. The broker didn't want it to pay more money, so like, okay, bro, take us off because that's just like a misrepresented load. The broker did that, and now that we informed him about it, about the issue of the same city name, he posted that load in exactly same place as it was posted, confusing the next carrier.
Yeah.
And just hoping that some driver just gonna arrive there without paying attention, and we're gonna get their load done for less, I guess, some shit like this. But for them, there is nothing to lose. Like, we're not risking a driver, we're not risking extra mileage, we're not risking fuel.
And no, because once you even pick up that load, and
that's it.
You're on the hook.
You're on the hook, and now you're gonna be stuck with that. So that's when I realized, okay, that was not just an innocent mistake.
A tactic.
That was a tactical planning, and good thing that we didn't do it. But here we go. So those things are real. Then obviously you need to know the weight. You need to know the pickup and delivery times. All that bullshit. You can go early. Forget about that. If there is an appointment, stick to this. Even though sometimes you can go early, but 9 times out of 10, if there is an appointment, there is going to be an appointment. Even though like as long as the time allowed. When I was an owner-operator, I used to push it as early as I can get there. And at least back in the day, it was very easy to, like, even if it says appointment, a lot of times you can get offloaded early. But again, it just depends on where you're going. But you cannot, especially like on a Friday load, or like Friday reload, you can't mess with that because that can screw up your whole week.
Yeah, and then that even though you're asking all these things, guys, there's a lot of things that you should be protecting yourself with documentation. And I mean, anything that you're going to try to revise, I would get that bad boy in writing, absolutely. So, for example, just I stumbled across this, man. Like, and the driver has to make you aware, but like, there's certain things we don't haul, forklifts being one of them. And then you book a load, fucking toilet paper. So pick up, man, no big deal. But then in the paperwork, yeah, the Raycon says toilet paper, but then there's a BOL like handwritten, and then it's like, oh, real quick, they put a forklift in the middle of everything, and the toilet paper surrounding it.
The fuck, was that stolen forklift?
I don't fucking know, but however, smart enough to get that paperwork. Obviously, the driver, a lot of things should have happened. Driver should have said something, never signed for that. Because then right there, we would have been like, nah, man, look at that Raycon. We would have had a way out and so forth. And, things could have been done differently. But everything, when it comes down to underpayments for being late, not tracking, sometimes they make it sound like they're working with you. Like, hey, my guy's running a little late. It shouldn't be a big deal. Oh, yeah, no problem. As long as you get there, man, you're good. Well, they'll unload you, which they did. But he never said, we're not going to charge you. And so any kind of revisions you're getting, detention, layovers, man, I think it is so worth getting all that bad boy on email if you can.
Always, like any changes that you need to make after getting a rate confirmation, you need to clarify with some sort of record, ideally email, because that's going to be documented. So any time of change afterwards, just make sure it's not just like conversational, it's actually in the email or whatnot, or ideally on the new rate confirmation.
Yeah,
that's always your safest bet, because all these things, like let's say the driver got held up at the shipper, and that was a straight through delivery, and now the driver is late to the delivery, not because of anything he did wrong, but because of he got held up at the shipper, and broker just yes the dispatcher to death. And now it's even bigger problem, because when the driver arrived, let's say driver arrived 9 a.m. in the morning, and the receiving was until 8 a.m. in the morning, and now the next appointment that we have is 2 days down the road. So there is, at that point, you stuck with them because you're loaded with their cargo. There are very few things that you can do. You telling the broker, but I told you my driver got held up, and you said it's okay, and now my driver is stuck there for 2 days. Yeah, but there is nothing that you can do at that point.
Yeah, he didn't say it's okay, I won't charge you.
Or he didn't say it's okay, we're gonna offload you anyway. Eventually we're gonna offload you. So, and again, all that could have been avoided because, for example, if there was a clear, not wishful thinking, but like clear communication. Hey bro, the driver is being held up at the shipper. We're not gonna make it till 8 a.m. We probably, best case scenario, we're gonna be there at 9. Can you send me a new rate confirmation with new delivery time?
If not, unload me.
If not, take your shit out of my trailer and let's part ways right here, right now. Because once that load is in the trailer and your driver already, 600 miles away, That's it. You in this.
Owner-operator partnership is very real. I got tons of guys who are making $4,000 take-home. Learn how you can do that by giving me a call at 863-342-5171. We are conveniently located in Lakeland, Florida. We are a Florida-based trucking company that is here to provide you resources to be successful. So once again, it's 863-342-5171.
I was going over some comments on our YouTube, and where we talk about, remember that trailer that went to Oregon? It's an old video.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that trailer, and some guy commented like, man, I've been stuck here at, I think, Alde Distribution Center in Illinois for 2 days already.
Waiting for his trailer?
Yeah.
Shit.
So you gotta always... You gotta always be careful, and it would be so much easier just to get that stuff off the trailer. Let's say if your driver is still getting loaded and you already know you're gonna be late, the broker is not working with you, he's just yesing you to death. the best thing to do is just like, look, man, that's it. It's a no-go because you guys held me up way too long. I'm not going to make the delivery time. Take it off. Or let's adjust all the details. New appointment, new rate confirmation, because let's say if that's a nighttime nighttime delivery, let's say from 11 p.m. to 8 a.m. And now we need to push it to the next morning. All right, cool. I can still do it, but they need extra money for another day.
Yeah, because you're going to lose a day.
And I'm not going to be taking your bullshit $150 for a layover. I need enough money to cover my owner operator's whole full day.
Yeah. So you know what's crazy? At first, like, you feel like you're this lone ranger struggling, but trying to get these things happening. But eventually, if we all start playing the same game and doing it, then then it's expected. Hey, these changes, the tide turns is what I'm saying. So now if like you don't load guys, they're like, hey man, these carriers don't fuck around. If we don't load them in 2 hours or whatever,
we just kick it back. Yeah,
they kick it back and they're out, man. And then it'll cost us more to repower this fucking thing.
Absolutely.
So and in all this, guys, the next one is going to be credit score plus payment reliability. I think, man, this one is changing so rapidly and so fast. Credit score in the morning, no credit score in the afternoon, and then you're fighting, man. Like it's in these past recent weeks, man, just filing against bonds because these are pretty big names, and not paying a bill. So it's
I think a lot of brokers these days, I get it. Everybody thinks we just freeloading on our backs, but in reality, it's a little bit different. So I see we not necessarily doing very well, and this is the reason why we're not necessarily not paying the bills, but we're delaying. We kind of rob the Peter to pay the Paul.
Yeah,
and that's kind of a strategy, just managing their cash flow. That's every time the market is less than ideal or a lot less than ideal, we start seeing that brokers really pulling time to pay. Those special instructions, we get longer and longer.
Yeah, but I think it's also connected because you're right. You're robbing Peter to pay Paul, but the problem is if that you're Peter and they're robbing from you to pay the other guy. And everything that we've been talking about since the beginning of the video, right? So now you took a load from Florida to Georgia, and then from Georgia to Texas, whatever, man. And you stayed with that broker because they conveniently gave it to you. They used their strategy that you conveniently have 2 loads with him, all right? And now those 2 loads are not paying for that week.
Yeah.
And now you completely are stuck on your cash flow.
Yeah.
And so depending how big you are, how much of that can you absorb? I think that gets out of control real quick.
Yeah, not very much. And at the end of the day, you have to, you got to spread the risk as wide as you can. You don't want to just
I definitely see that.
Be pulling for one broker. I know quite a few people that felt in love with some broker or a shipper that was paying really, really well, but just very, very slow. And then it ended up being we're no longer paying, and then it was the end of everything.
I wonder if they fall in love with that broker or their rep. That specific rep is that gets them
No, I don't think so. I think a couple of things. Number 1, inexperience. Number 2, wishful thinking. And number 3, sometimes when the rate is just too easy, too good, and it's not just one-off, but regular stuff. Just think about it. If you know that this broker can cover this load for less, why is he offering you all that good stuff all the time? You can move it for less. So just, I think common sense, and then people lock into not in the real money, the tangible money that you can have on hand.
Yeah.
We start chasing imaginary money. And now, let's say in a $2 a mile market, somebody has offered you a $3 a mile load. It's very hard to say no because, it's a lot more.
No, $3. But what's it come with?
Yeah, and if you're not paying attention, then again, pushing for more is always the key. But if it's, well, I'm not saying don't take a good paying load. What I'm saying is don't be fucking stupid. So if it's way too much of a good stuff,
Read the details.
just
Yeah.
be realistic. It could be a hint that something is a little bit off.
All right. So there you go, guys. So if you don't think your dispatcher understands all of this, you got to give us a call at 863-342-5171, and we'll connect you with the right guy that can make the moves for you.
All right, guys, be safe out there. We'll talk to you on the next video.
Operators looking for the best business owner opportunity, look no further. I got all the programs that are going to make you successful. Everything to operating from 2 different fuel cards, top of the line trailers with a maintenance program that is unbeatable, to plates, insurance, you name it, we got it. All you got to do is give us a call, 863-342-5171. Learn more and get started.